Take 4.
Hey guys, this is George Bandarian, Aloha, reporting to you from Maui, where we're here on my month-long exit celebration trip with my family. We've just been enjoying life, feeling incredibly grateful. But let's dive into it. I want to thank you for requesting the free copy of the ebook. It's on its way to your inbox, but I wanted to just take a few minutes and go through the most important steps in selling your business for top dollar to achieve financial freedom and pursue your greater calling in life. We're going to cover 3 steps in this video, and if at any time you feel so inspired, feel free to click book now below and you could book your exit consultation session. Usually we charge $1,500 for that, and we're offering it for a limited cost. This is not a sales call. There's quite a bit of value you'll get from it. There's some pre-work we do. You take a survey. There's the actual session itself where we answer all your questions. We go through your value builder score and why you scored the way you did. And then there's a number of deliverables that come out of it, 25-page report and all that. So anyway, I invite you to make sure that you don't pass up on the opportunity to do that. But let's jump into the content. Let's start with step 1, which is to become worthless. Yes, I want you to become worthless. The less you're worth to your business, the more valuable your business is, right? So again, what that means is that your business has to be able to run without you. So what we want you to do is be able to take vacations, start off by doing a few days at a time and then go up to 2, 3, 4 weeks per quarter. Yes, per quarter, where you're gone and it should be able to run. Now, in order to get there, you're gonna need to have a management team in place. And Verne Harnish, the business guru who wrote Rockefeller Habits and Scaling Up, he says that any company, no matter what industry they're in, has only 3 departments: sales and marketing, operations, manufacturing, service, and admin. So you need to get a manager in each of those areas, and that's what I had in my business. So once you have somebody running each of those 3 areas, then you have a management team, and then you can go ahead and start taking more vacations, which is nice. But more importantly, you come back and see what happened. What issues repeatedly came up, and you could fix those holes, patch those holes, fix those leaks, and go ahead and make the company better. Ultimately, what you want to be able to do is show a buyer that, hey, look, this business can run without me. Okay, that was step 1. So maybe you could hit pause, take a few moments, say, hey, how can I make myself more worthless to the business? I'm going to go ahead and move on to step 2. Also, again, just a reminder, I do want to help you, so click the book now button and let's make sure we talk. Step 2 is all about over-dependence. So what you want to do is you want to eliminate over-dependence on any one customer, employee, and supplier. So customer is the big one. If you have one big account that makes up 50% of your revenues, any buyer is definitely going to discount that because there's risk. What if you leave and the customer leaves? That's a major issue. So what we want to do is we want to diversify. You don't want any one customer taking up more than 15% of your total revenue. And for employees, usually the case is sometimes there's like a rainmaker or some superstar. We love superstars. I want you to build a team of all 8 players. But the problem is when there's just one person that everything is like hinged on or revolves around, and you don't want that. So you want to balance things out. You want to have backup players and players on the bench, so that you're not overly dependent on any one employee that could crush you, that could leave and walk out with your business. And then the same for a supplier. Like we were a reseller, we sold one main product. There's a lot of dependence there. So you want to try to balance things out and have multiple suppliers as well for the same product or for alternate products. That was step 2 that I wanted to touch on in today's video. Again, I want to talk to you, so feel free to book now. Don't pass up on that opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and move into step 3. And by the way, you might be wondering who I am and what, a little bit about my journey. I had a rocky start growing up. I was born, and all of a sudden when I was a baby, my father passed away. And, I had a good life, but, I had my fair shares of trials and tribulations and a lot of personal and professional situations to overcome to get to this point and be able to share my experiences with you. And the purpose of me telling you that is I got to a point in my business where I was burnt out. I had lost passion. I felt stuck. I really felt handcuffed by the business because I knew in my gut that there was this greater calling in life for me. I knew that I have this massively transformative purpose and I'm meant to do bigger things, but I'm doing business process automation. I'm selling outsourcing services, which is the line of work I'm in. You know, we're all doing, you know, widgets, we're selling widgets, or where, you know, you might be in an agency, or you might a marketing agency, or you might be selling a product or software or online business. It doesn't matter what you do. The point is we get to a point where we're ready to move on. And so I got to that point, and I was able to turn it around, have a phenomenal exit, and now I'm living my purpose. And my purpose revolves around transformations and breakthroughs. So I want to be able to help the world, uplift the world by having, you know, breakthroughs and transformations like on demand. Like I could just open my phone and just press a button and I get whatever I need. And my first step, my first manifestation of that is helping other entrepreneurs, because I was in EO and other CEO groups for over 10, 15 years. So I'm very familiar with you, my fellow entrepreneur. And so I'm now living my purpose of helping others that are in the same place that I was, which is feeling stuck and handcuffed, wanting to get out of this business and wanting to step into a greater role. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. Hopefully that tells you a little bit more about who I am, and we feel a little more connected. Let's jump into step 3, which is a very, very important one. And I'm glad you stayed, and definitely want to stay until the end. Step 3 is all about finding the ideal buyer. The ideal buyer, you know, as we've learned from marketing today, you know, ideal customer, you want to have your ideal customer profile, you want to get into demographics and their psychographics, and who's this person. You want to be able to close your eyes and picture, you know, what they smell like and what conferences they go to and all that. Well, the ideal buyer is very similar, okay? So it all starts off with, you know, understanding what a strategic versus a financial buyer is. So, you know, a financial buyer is going to be like your competitor, where they're going to look at adding your revenues and profits and eliminating as much headcount and expenses as possible. That's not what you want. What you want is a strategic buyer. You want somebody that's going to go ahead and say, as I look at my strategic positioning in the marketplace, I have a gap with some certain capabilities that is very critical for me to advance and hit my goals. And that was the case for us, right? So we had a strategic, we're very fortunate. The strategic was doing great in the product and services areas that they were into, but they were not into the 2 areas that we were into. So we were a perfect fit for them to buy us, you know, fill the strategic needs that they had, and be able to achieve their long-term goals. So we're gonna help you find a strategic buyer. So we'll go ahead and profile. What you'll wanna do with that is just go ahead and start off, take a look at your customers, your vendors, your affiliates, your suppliers, and see who might fit these descriptions, where it's more of a strategic buyer, somebody that you could help be a game changer for, that you would take their business to the next level. Okay, so those are 3 steps. I have a lot more that I want to share with you. We'll do that in upcoming videos, but that covers it for today. Thank you for watching. Aloha again from Hawaii, and click the book now if you haven't already. You probably haven't because you're still watching this video, so go ahead and do it now. Don't pass up the opportunity, and I look forward to talking to you on the phone, on a video call where we can connect and learn more about your situation and how I can help you. Bye-bye.